in this video for insight, I have 3 points I want to make, which I know is just a terrible idea, right, Chelsea, to for a single video. But it is actually how these 3 points connect that is the thing that I want to point to. And that point is really about effortless leadership. It's about our impact as leadership comes more effortlessly when the way we see the world is different than those we lead. The more of a gap that is, the more effortless our leadership and the more impactful it is. The closer we see life to the way the people we lead, that they see it, the less of an impact we can have for them. And you know, the first point that I want to bring into this little tripod here pointing up to this is, I want to talk about Will Smith. Did you guys see what happened at the Oscars? I wasn't watching the Oscars, but the next morning my husband showed me the YouTube clip. And when he did, I was quite unsettled. And as I really sat with my feelings, I realized, you know, I love Will Smith, but I don't love how he handled that, especially given what I've seen. I could see his innocence in it. But I think the sad part for me was how much the world loves Will Smith and what a demonstration it was. And if you didn't see it, what happens is Chris Rock was emceeing, hosting the Oscars. He makes a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's loss of hair. Jada Pinkett Smith gets angry. Will Smith gets angry. Will Smith goes up on stage, slaps Chris Rock in front of 15 million people. The YouTube video has over 60 million views by now too. And then gets nominated for Best Actor, goes and gives a speech on love. And what was sort of making my heart sad is that it sort of demonstrated, and you know, people talking about it, hearing them talk about it, so many people that love Will Smith, it kind of gives this permission, so to speak, that love is a reason to hurt other people. Love is worth being disrespectful to others if we feel they're disrespectful to us. And I was trying to explain this to my husband that morning, and I wasn't doing that great of a job. And then I got an email that day from Michael Neal that wrote this beautiful article on it. I'll include the article here so you can read it. And it summed it up for me. It was like, boom, that's it. I shared it with my husband and he was able to see it more. And see, that's what I'm pointing to here, is that in leadership, the effortless leadership is that we're observing what's going on and then we reflect, observe, reflect, observe, reflect. And the more we can develop mastery in that skill, the ability to see what's going on and the ability to articulate it in a simple way that kind of brings others up to a higher level of perspective where they can see more about it. That is effortless mastery. I guess I'm just going to leave the third point out because I think that would be a tangent. But I want to point to this and invite you to see what you see about it in your own leadership. Where do you see that you're already observing and reflecting, and your observations and reflections bring people to higher ground? And if to you, I mean, this is something that I've really thought this is worthwhile, really developing more mastery in this craft of reflecting back what is. Okay, that is where there's a craft, articulating what is. That's where craft is involved. The ability to see what is, that isn't craft, that's grounding. That is you looking in the direction of truth long enough to see more things closer to the truth than other people do. So it's sort of this combination of the deeper our grounding and the more we develop the craft of being able to reflect for others in a way, clear and simple way that they can get it. The better we get at those two things, the more effortless and the more impactful our leadership is in all areas. So I'd love to hear what you're noticing about this. I'll offer you some questions for insight included within this. And if you want to discuss it more, we'll discuss it on Monday. Hope you have a great week. Namaste.